Sir, come look at this. What seems to be the issue? It appears as though a vessel is making its way towards our location. Do they appear to be a threat? No signs of hostility yet, but it has been increasing speed ever since we got the ping. Well, we can't take that risk. We're gonna need to get every single person here and load them up. Into the spaceship, sir? No, not into the spaceship. Into the man. Into the what now? Load everybody up into the guy. Because today, we're talking about Maril the Pretender. Ooh, I love Maril the Pretender. Wacky little fella. When he enters the battlefield, you exile an artifact or creature from your graveyard or hand with a cage counter on it, and then Maril has all of the activated abilities of things exiled with it with cage counters. So it's all about trying to do blink shenanigans, returning it to the battlefield, and then stacking up a whole bunch of fun activated abilities. But for the longest time, abilities like Lux Cannon just seemed to be a little too slow unless you had a whole bunch of ways to activate the abilities on other people's turns, because you can only activate the abilities once per turn with Maril. So as cute as stuff like this was, you couldn't really do too much with it. But all of that changes now that we have space station spacecraft artifact cards, because station is an activated ability, meaning that if Maril exiles this worm wall sweeper, it now can have people get inside of him to give him that many charge counters. So suffice to say, you can start getting real wacky with it. For instance, if you have Maril with the ability to become stationed, you can just go infinite with something like a Magistrate Scepter. You just shove 3 powers worth of person inside of Maril to station him, and then tap Maril to remove the charge counters from itself to take an extra turn, and then just find your win con from there. Stuff Maril with some big enough boys to just keep giving birth to other big boys. Or if you've jammed enough big people inside of that man, you can eventually just have that man pay 1 mana to make that man as big as everyone who's been jammed inside of him so far. And it just goes to show, just because you think you've hit the Mare ceiling doesn't mean that there's not still more room to fly into the stars. And then I would do the Star Trek theme, but I don't know it. I could do Star Wars, but I don't know it either. Bye.